So it's live. Is anyone watching? No. Well, anyway, I've I think I might just wait until someone starts watching. I had to go and quit my world the other day because sky was all screwed up and there's like really the clouds were all dark, so I had to do that. I know I'm pretty sure I got a bunch of wheat from my farm over here. But I don't know if I put it away or not. All I know is I forget. Do you need what the heck? See, I know I have wheat. But don't you craft I thought you crafted, or did you bake wheat to make? You know what? Let me check my little storage. No one's watching yet. Let me check my storage unit over here. Because I might have put it in here. Yeah, I have 9 wheat. I'm gonna move my torches. Take this, but I thought if you baked bread, I don't know, can't remember if you craft it or put it in the furnace. So if I put, yeah, 3 wheat is 1 thing of bread. There we go. Let me check again. No one's watching. Alright, I am wondering though. There's definitely parts in the world that I haven't explored yet, and I might actually go back and put some of this stuff in my little storage thing. But these stairs are honestly kind of a useless design. Like, I'm probably gonna replace those with slabs. if I'm being honest, because, I mean, let me see first, like, if I break this. And then if I, okay, so that's just, like, I'm just gonna break the stairs and then put a slab there, put a slab. Well, if I, that's a problem, because if I do that, it'll just look like I placed another stair there. Is anyone watching now? But in all reality, I'm probably just gonna keep the stairs there. I don't feel like doing with it right now. But my goal for now, at least for this stream, is to find a desert temple. But I'm gonna put stuff I don't need in here. I don't really need granite or andesite I'm gonna put leather in there. Cooked mutton. What all do I not need? I'm gonna put that in there. Fortune 1. I can also find enchantment books, and I'm pretty sure you can get enchantment books from fishing. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can grab any planks. How much planks do you need? How much planks do you need for a crafting table? You need like 4 planks. Okay, let me go grab some wood real quick. I'm just gonna get birch because it doesn't matter. That I can get 8 planks out of that. All right. Go back, craft a crafting table and bring it with me. Because if I find like ocean or something, I can go across that and find hopefully find a desert. But what I'm looking to do is make a desert temple, or not make a desert temple, but build one. And I need more. I don't really like the way birch looks, so I'm gonna find some oak. But anyway, if I can find an ocean, not that way, because that way is mostly just forest and crap. Let me just craft. You know what? Let's start doing this. Now that makes oak wood. Right, get my planks. Take this, that, place it down, and then that's it. They're built. Axe, get that back up. Then we're gonna take this and try and find a ocean. Most everything that way is gonna be, no one's watching still. Most everything that way is going to be nothing but ice, so I'm gonna try and avoid the ice and instead go this way. Because I don't think Give me a second. I don't think I've ever explored much this way before. I remember the old world I had that I made like five Minecraft videos in a series with that one, and then it was like I made like 5 Minecraft videos in a series on my old world, but then I got kind of tired, like sick of. I was building like a big wall around my village. I got sick of sitting for like 16 minutes waiting for a stack of is this a desert or is this more plains? Yeah, that's just more plains. But like I was saying, I was getting sick of just sitting there and waiting for stone to smelt. Well, first you have to smelt the. Have I been down there? I don't think I have. Again, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to mine today. I'm looking for a desert. Like I was saying, though, I was tired of waiting for cobblestone to smelt so I could get stone, make stone bricks and whatnot. So I kind of just, I actually cheated. So I turned on creative in that world because I was mining, and the main reason I turned on creative was I was mining. And there was like a bunch of water in this cave, and I'm like trying to find a way around this water, and I like mined through it or whatever, and then I mined through this a bunch of stone or whatever, and then a big ton of water comes down, and I'm about to drown. So I like quickly exit the game, go into turn the mode to creative or whatever, and like busted out of that cave. This is a nice village. Thinking about why didn't I build my house over here? This is like actually this would be like perfect, but I mean, this is a great village. This village would be perfect if it had a blacksmith, though, which it doesn't. So at least I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, does it? Never mind, it does have a blacksmith. But I don't think the blacksmith had anything use. Well, did I even find this blacksmith when I know I've came through this village before, but maybe I didn't see the blacksmith. But I'm not worried about any of that right now. I'm just trying to find a desert. I remember I thought there used to be like a command, or I thought there was a command where you could that you could use to tell how many blocks away from a biome you were, but I don't think you have to have cheats on to use commands, but I'm not sure. Let me try it real quick. Let me see. Let me see. But I don't think this was. This probably isn't even gonna work. Right, yeah, you have to have cheats to use it, dang it. Only reason I don't have cheats in this world is because I want to get achievements. It looks like there might be a village over there too. Or is that the abandoned village? That has a cherry blossom too. So I know I've seen this place before. That doesn't do anything. Is there anything useful in this chest? There's a golden apple. I can use those for trading in the nether, but besides that, nothing. Is there any desert in this? This over here has to be like the longest stretch of ice I have ever seen in any of the Minecraft worlds. If I could find like an ocean and sail across the ocean and land in some desert, that would be beautiful. But there's also this village that I don't think I've raided. So I'm gonna check over here. My friend was telling me the other day about something here of the villager. Something, so I might look that up. There's actually a lot of crops here. I might just want to get a bunch of carrots and take back to my farm. That is, oh dang. That is, that's like almost 2 stacks of carrots. Blacksmith. This village has a blacksmith, right? Yes, it does. Though I know from experience, pretty sure usually the abandoned villages have diamonds in the, usually the abandoned villages have diamonds in the blacksmiths. No. But I wonder if I can actually find an ocean. But like, I'm sure, yeah, no one's watching still. But I'm sure there's definitely an ocean over there. Like, I'm 100% beyond all that ice. There has to be an ocean. But the problem is that ice biome is just like so freaking wide, I guess, that you can't. You know, I also have to be like really careful because if I die anywhere over here, I will definitely not be able to get my stuff back because this is over 1,000 blocks from my house by now. At least the direction I'm going in. But the direction I'm going in, and that's a decent sized village. I don't know what that sound was from. But yeah, basically, like, I can go for thousands of blocks and still not find a desert. I think if I get bored of this, if I get bored of this world, I'm gonna make a world in the and spawn in a desert biome and do like a desert survival. But what I'm looking at right now is if I can find a decent, if I can find an ocean and not just a somewhat big river. That's also a nice village, and that is what I call cave. Dang. That is wild. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get over here and then go to this village, see is this an abandoned village or a normal village? Most likely a normal village, but abandoned village would also be good because again, sometimes the abandoned village blacksmiths have diamonds. So, where would the blacksmith be? Dang it. But yeah, blacksmith is usually the only building I steal from in villages because they have, emeralds. Emeralds are always nice to have. Sure, I'll find a decent amount of emeralds when I, yeah, it doesn't have a chest in it. Can I find an actual ocean and not, like, glorify the rivers? Yeah, dang, yeah. I am not gonna find a desert for, like, miles at this point, dude. Like, it sucks. This might be, like, the most forests or most trees I've ever seen in a freaking Minecraft world. Like, just go for miles and see nothing but trees and then the giant frickin' ice biome to the... Well, that way it would be the east, I think. If I turn this way, that's it. If I turn this way, it's the west, so... But what I'm really looking for, again, is a desert. And I really don't know what I'm going to do if I get to, like, 2 hours in this stream and haven't found a desert. Because the desert's what I'm looking for. Now, give me a second, I'm gonna branch over to this tree and get a view of my surroundings, and yeah, that's like nothing but like freaking trees for miles. Dang, how do I... At what point am I actually gonna find a frickin'... What the... Iron nugget, more golden apples. Fire charge, I think that's useful for something, actually. What is fire charge useful for? And what do I not need? I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't know what it's useful for, but I know fire charge is useful for something. Here, give me a second. I'm gonna place it on my crafting table real quick and see. I know for a fact it's useful for something, but I don't remember what it is that's useful for. I can make like... Okay, I can make like 4 of those. Uh-huh. But what is... Wait, never mind, it just unlocks the recipe for it. I'm dumb. Alright. Well, that is a nasty drop. I'm not gonna die falling. Oh my gosh. 6, 7. 6, 7. No, going this way I might have a chance. 'Cause that kind of looks like it transitions. At least from grass color, that's kind of looking like a... From grass color, that's looking like a savanna. I'm gonna try and get down here and see. But from maybe it's not super accurate because I'm up high up here. But from what I was seeing, that looks like that's either plains or savanna. And I tend to find deserts near savannas. Yeah, most likely this is just plains. Alright, another village. Time to see, is it abandoned or not? Oh, that scared me for a second. Now that is the ocean, I think. I'm gonna go over there after I see what this village has. Yeah, it's definitely not abandoned. The question is does it have a blacksmith? What is this? Am I stupid, or have I never seen this? I don't think... I've never... You know, maybe it's just me. I don't think I've ever seen this village house specifically. But I don't think... Now that I think about it, I don't think that there's a... At least from what I'm seeing, there isn't a blacksmith in this village. I don't think, at least. I mean, maybe there is, but I don't see. Yeah, there's one down here. That's copper. Copper is honestly, at least in my opinion, copper is kind of useless for some stuff. Obsidian, I don't think. You know what? What do I have that I'm not gonna use? Because I'll trade this for something I'm not gonna use. Like, I have 2 name tags. What if I get a cat? I'd have to build an anvil first, of course. Wait, no. No, I already have an anvil. Never mind. But obsidian, I mean, I don't need it as of right now. It'd be easier just getting it in like frickin'. It'd be easier just going and getting it from like a pool of lava. Find a pool of lava and then, you know. Have I finally done it? Have I finally found an ocean, have I finally found an actual ocean and not just a wide river? This might be, I can't really tell if that's a land. I think that's land, but I'm not sure. Well, let me just make sure with certainty. I saw a little sand over there. Let me just make sure so I can be certain that there's not a desert. Yeah, not a desert, just a little bit of sand. You know, this is actually kind of awesome. I've been looking for the actual ocean since I started this world, dude, and I finally found it. Took me forever, but I finally found the ocean. Alright, we're gonna set sail here. This shield kind of blocks my view, though. But I want to hold it. I don't need... You know what? I don't see myself... I'm not gonna use birch planks. Problem is if I sail... Alright, I think I sailed past them. But yeah, the shield just kind of blocks my view. But I'm gonna sail in this direction until I find land. I'm telling you what is going to take me. It is going to take me a long time to get back to my house after this. Like, you know, soon if I can't really, yeah, no land visible. Well, eventually, if we keep sailing in this direction, we'll find the land, and that up ahead is, that's an ocean. Are they called ocean temples or ocean monuments? I'm pretty sure they're called ocean monuments. But those are the things that have the guardians in them, if I remember correctly. Alright, I see land. Why that noise from the Nautilus creeped me out for a minute. Alright, so I'm gonna sail along. I'm gonna sail along the coast here to determine if this is like a big expanse of land or just an island. Is that... It's not a desert village, cause... Yeah, that's not a desert village, cause desert villages, well, the blocks in desert villages are made of, like, sandstone. But what I'm trying to see is if I sail along the coast here, there's a pillager outpost. Pillager outpost, let me see. So it is built almost in the water too, huh? But usually pillager outposts have somewhat decent things. There's I'm just gonna place that there, I don't need it. The thing is what are we gonna find in the chest at the top? Bottle of enchanting? That's actually decent, that's actually good. Lots of dark oak logs, tripwire hooks, a goat horn. Alright, a goat horn. Now I have to figure out what I don't need. Oh, this is tough. What am I going to use a fire charge for, really? Wheat. You know, I'm gonna, when I switch back over to normal mode, at some point, I'm gonna just leave those potatoes in there for the pillagers as a gift. But what am I actually thinking about doing? So I could find another ocean. But there's also, I've actually seen more sand here than I have in other parts of the map, so I'm thinking there might be a possibility that there's a desert on this. There's a desert somewhere here. Where did I leave my boat? There it is. I'll break my boat real quick so I can... Alright. So don't the goat horns just play like... Okay, so they play like the sounds or whatever. Alright, so... What I don't know is if this is all just like the other other big thing of land where it was just frickin' where it was just sand on the coast. But from what I'm seeing, it might just be sand on the coast. I just don't know why there's barely any. I just don't get it as to why there's barely any desert biomes in this world that I've found. I mean, you can see that might be. That's either one of those like freaking islands that's covered in like gravel or whatever. And that is probably, yeah, that's not even an island. What is it gonna take? What's it gonna take for me to find the frickin'... Still no one's watching my stream. But what is it gonna take for me to find a desert? I found frickin'... Is that... No. That's just another frickin' plains biome. Does this village have a blacksmith? I don't know, and I genuinely don't really care now. Because my main goal is finding a desert. So I can then find a desert temple. But if I can't find a desert, on this big island, whatever this is, if I can't find one, I'm gonna find another ocean and set sail again. No, this isn't an ocean, that's a river. Another ruin portal. And I'm gonna go and check what this one has. Golden carrots. This might have, I'm not gonna lie, this might have some of the best loot that I've seen since, that's lava. I don't wanna die like I have in most of my other worlds, so I'm not gonna go near that. But what am I gonna find over here? Is this gonna be more plains with a river, or am I finally gonna find a freaking desert? It's unbelievable how there's just like for thousands and thousands of blocks, it's literally just plains. Like I will be honestly, I'll be like genuinely surprised if I find either another ocean or a desert biome. I think I might have found another. Let's not go there. Let's not jump to conclusions or anything, but I think that might be another ocean. If I'm lucky, of course, it's probably just another river. Oh yeah, that's a... Is there water down there? Yeah, that's a nasty drop. Where's this ravine end? Like, right here, alright. Yeah, there's really not... I'm not trying to say that now, but I'm starting to think I'm not gonna find a desert. I've been exploring crap for like, I've been just running around for like 30 something Not even 30, like 45 minutes now. Nothing. So I'm gonna set sail again and see. I don't even care what I find. If I find a desert, nice. If I find another island, if I find a big desert island, that would be amazing. What's over here? Is this just like some... Is this a structure, or is this just some random thing? That is just some random thing. But what I'm trying to see is how many blocks it'll take me to find a desert. But you know, if I do a desert survival, I want to do it on either normal. I want to do it on either normal or hard. Probably normal. Probably normal at first. Alright, so how long am I going to sail across this ocean before I find another island? Seems like I'm going pretty fast. Now it rains and it's gonna ruin my... Oh, please don't tell me this is ice. Let me get a little closer. Is that ice? That is... Oh, you have to be kidding me. Please don't tell me this ice like circles around or anything. The last thing I want is a never-ending snow biome. That seems to be most of what I'm getting now. Like all I'm getting now seems to be never-ending snow biomes. Never-ending plains. Can't tell, is that a structure? I don't really care because I'm not stopping by, and if all I find this way is ice, I'm going to turn around and go the other way. But please don't tell me this ice like circles all the way around. Because another never-ending ice biome's gonna be my nightmare, dude. Because last stream, still no one's watching. Does that count for, like... Does that count for YouTube also? Let me see. Yeah, still no one's watching. Wow. Alright, so if this just continues to wrap around, I'm gonna turn back around. Cause that's all I'm getting, dude, from this exploring or whatever is just never-ending ice and snow and frickin' plains. And it's actually starting to make me kind of mad. It is actually starting to make me kind of mad. This is probably also gonna be... Let's just say this is probably definitely... This is most definitely going to be impossible, because this ice biome just wraps all the way around, dude. What I was gonna say, if I can't find a desert in like... If I can't find a desert in like, 5 minutes, I'm going to just start my desert survival in this stream. And to be honest, I'm sick of looking. I'm really sick. I'm really sick of looking around for the frickin'... Really sick of looking around for this stupid... ice. Well, not ice. I'm sick of looking around for the stupid desert biome at this point, so... I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna break my boat, get my boat or whatever. And then it's actually probably gonna be more entertaining in this, like second half of the stream. Alright, save and quit that. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can't find a great desert survival seed. Desert temple with diamonds, a village with a blacksmith, a rune portal, and a pillager outpost. That is beautiful. I'll have to see if this works though first. 757 506 104 298. Let me make sure. 298 221 7920. 221 and then 7920. I'm gonna actually start this on peaceful so I can. I'm gonna start this on peaceful so I can get like a head start. Just gonna name it Desert Survival, because why not? But first I have to make sure this actually gives me that seed, because I'm pretty sure it should. Alright, desert. It did spawn me in the desert, so now we'll look for a camel. Yeah, those are camels gonna be useful for transportation. So this is actually perfect because this spawns me near a village, it said. And I'm gonna have to make my house out of like sandstone. So this spawns me near a village. Can't really see what's in. There's not like chests, I don't think. I don't see any chests. I'll have to see if this village has like a black... What's in here? Emerald. emerald and wheat, so wheat's gonna be good, so I can, wheat's gonna be very good, so I can get some, bread early on. The bread's gonna be actually awful trying to harvest, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to rely on pretty much caves and sand. Just like I have no idea where I'm gonna get wood for a crafting table. There's like grass. There's grass and stuff, but I think what I could do is I could take wood from the also there is some wheat here, so that's gonna be good. Harvest that. What did I just collect? I didn't even get a stick. Why did it just, how in the heck? But some wheat is good, so I can get some seeds and harvest it. Looks like there's a good cave there also. Alright, so what I'm gonna do for at least first, go up here. I'm gonna steal a little bit of wood from the, also there's a ruined portal over there, so that's gonna be useful. Sometimes, usually one of these tents will either have like barrel or a chest, but that doesn't seem like any of them do. Alright, let me see. First, let me figure out where the actual entrance to the thing is, because sometimes it's might even be covered by sand, but they usually have an entrance. So my guess would be, but yeah, take the wood from here. This is dark. These are dark oak planks, and this should be, I think yeah, this is also dark oak. Not that I care. I just need wood if I want to get a crafting table or anything, so get a crafting table. I'm gonna go up here and see. Alright, lots of dark oak logs. Potatoes are gonna be useful, more wheat. Another dark oak log, a bunch of string. That's gonna be useful. And then I will go down to that desert temple. But first, I'll be right back because I really have to pee. And that's that, I'm back. Alright, where were we? Going down to the desert temple and get some, cause from what I heard this seed has, from what I heard this seed basically has the desert temple, and the desert temple has diamonds. But I'm trying to remember as to where was the desert temple. Desert temple's that way. I went the wrong way. Usually though, the pillager outposts have like, is that a rabbit? I thought I could have swore I just saw a rabbit. Like I was saying, usually the pillager outposts have the little crate thingies that have they'll have the crate things that have, what do you call them, alleys in them. But apparently not this one. Alright. What's all down in here? Alright, we're gonna break. Yeah, and if you drop down there and hit the pressure plate, you're screwed. That just blows everything up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break all of these. Though I think it would actually be better craft, wouldn't I? Yeah, I need some, get me planks, some sticks. That's good. Just gonna do this the simple way. Alright. That's good. Now gonna use these to get down there easy. Easy does it. Alright, that should be good. Break the pressure plate so you can't get blown up. Golden apples, strings, enchantment book, rotten flesh. But from what I heard about this seed, in one of these chests there should be diamonds. How many chests have I? Another enchantment book, good. With an enchanted golden apple too. Bones are gonna be good. Gunpowder, that'll be good if I want to do anything with TNT. Was this all? This told me this had... Dude, this said that it had diamonds. It just has diamonds. The seed said this desert temple had diamonds. It just has diamond horse armor. Multi-shot. Isn't that for like bows? I think that's for bows. Alright, well I'm gonna build up. And then there. Where did I enter at? Oh right. Up here, there. Exit. Does this just lead back down in there? Yeah, it does. Never mind. Alright, so... Question is now... So we've went and looked at the village. Is anyone watching yet? Still no one? Dang. Is it that uninteresting? I don't think a single person has even tuned in. Anyway, I'm sure there's more chests in this village. So I want to continue my, like, somewhat raid. I raided that house. There's these other houses, though, that I didn't check out. This is... That just has a crafting table. Does the library, I guess? I guess it's a library. Nope. Is there not a blacksmith? Oh. Oh, that's just a cactus. Is there not a blacksmith, though? That just has a crafting table. Do desert villages usually even have a blacksmith? That's for... Wait, is there a second? Is there like a... even... Oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to do that. What did I just break? Sandstone slabs? So why is there a ladder there anyway? If it just leads up to that. I don't think I've checked these houses. This doesn't have a chest. Doesn't have a chest. Oh, there's a chest here. Wheat. Green dye if I guess I can use green dye if I want a green carpet. Book. Dead bushes are useful for sticks. But then I would... Ah, crap, I left my crafting table. Well, but it looks like I'm getting a new one. Alright, crafting table. You know, I'm gonna do it the intended way and just... Actually gonna do this because it's somewhat easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we have 11 bread, so food-wise, we should be set. Now, what I want to do is, as of right now, I have a wooden pickaxe, and as of right now, I also saw, like, an amazing-looking cave that I'm pretty sure I pointed it out. But I saw an amazing-looking cave that was... somewhere. Was it in the village or... Yeah, I think this was it. This is what I saw that was like an amazing looking cave. So yeah, we can get... This is good, get cobblestone. And then with cobblestone, get a furnace, and then, you know, thinking about it, I might not even repurpose a villager house and live in it. You know, I could actually probably just take a villager house and, like, modify it. Like, give it extra room. Cobblestone. That should be a good amount of cobblestone to start with. For a pickaxe, I think for a pickaxe, it's, Do I not know how to... Do I not know how to... Oh, I suck at these recipes, dude. Is it like this? No, that's an axe. How do you... Let me see, do you craft a pickaxe like that? No. Alright, there we go. Stone pickaxe and then stone sword's very easy to craft. But yeah, once we have stone, we can get coal, which then after that we can get iron. Alright, coal. Coal's gonna be a good thing to have, cause there's a good amount of coal back here, and that just actually flooded. There's water. Let's get the water out of here. Oh, dang it. Can I mine without the whole place flooding, please? That might be it. That should be a good amount of coal for now. Of course, when we get deeper down in the cave, we can use our... Of course, we're not gonna have... Really, we're not gonna have torches. Is that sand, or is that... What would that... Yeah, that's sand. How much? We have 10 coal. What was that? Dang, how's this happen? Let me just take a thing of cobblestone and place it down, because... Oh, dang. I did not know that was gonna happen. Give me a second. Oh, dang it. Okay, so I need to blend from there. But then... Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up there. I'm not gonna try and block it in, so... 7 iron, that's still not great enough. I'm gonna need more than that. But I don't really... Thing is, I don't know how actually deep this cave goes. Is there any iron? Oh, there's coal. And I need coal if I want to smelt iron. I hate the cave noises, dude. Let me check real quick. Is anyone watching? Still no. While thinking about it, I'll probably end this stream getting a full set of iron armor and tools. I might make a video one day this week of building my house out of probably sandstone, and I don't even know what else. But if I really want to make progress and find some stuff, I have to explore how deep this cave goes, which means going down here. And then we go and see if there's some iron. Now 10 iron. Yeah, we're gonna need like 30. But altogether, we're probably gonna need actually more than 30 for a full set of armor and tools, so. Where does this go down to? There's light, but it's from those. Not fully trusting. Oh. Oh, dang, that's like a freaking bottomless pit. Yeah, I'm gonna just gladly go back up. Oh, my room is so freaking hot. But then I'm gonna need more cobblestone so I can keep crafting pickaxes. Oh look, found iron. That's a good amount. And then get me some more cobblestone. Right, 30 cobblestone should be enough for pickaxes, and then if I can craft like 4 sticks. But can't you also use dead bushes to craft sticks? But maybe, wait, no, I don't think you use them to craft them. I think you break dead bushes and they give you sticks. But as of right now, this cave isn't very promising, so to speak. Like, until I find like frickin' a big open thing, this cave isn't a great cave. Gold. I don't need gold right now, of course. Yeah, this cave isn't great. Now, of course, I can say that, and then it'll take me to some big open part of the cave, but thinking about it now, this is probably the deepest part of the cave. Let me see, though. Yeah, this is most definitely deepest part of the cave. I would say now might be an appropriate time to get out of here. So I can find other caves too. I thought this one was going to be somewhat promising, I guess, but not really. Honestly, a terrible cave, because I looked down here, there's not even a single diamond. So I don't think I'll be returning to this cave anytime soon. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this cave. Make sure there's no more. I think I mined the majority of the iron in this cave anyway. What's that? That's dirt, so I know I'm on the right path. Oh, hey, more iron. Hopefully it doesn't flood the place. That's what I don't like about mining iron. I think that's all the iron back here. 40 iron, dang. Yeah, I'll probably smelt that. Am I just taking this path to get back up, I guess? Yeah, this cave didn't go as deep as I thought it was going to. I guess I'm kind of... disappointed, but I shouldn't have expected it to be like some massive cave. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna leave now. All the clouds are pink. So probably sunset, I think. Either sunset or sunrise. But I also need to be careful. There's another stick. Yeah, but the bushes are good for... Well, it's also not guaranteed if you break one. So some will give you sticks, some won't. Some will give you a good amount of sticks too, like 2 sticks. So it's 9 sticks, and then I can probably get some more. That one didn't give me any. None from that one. Got 1 from that one. 2 from this one. None from that one. Alright. Should I... Right, this is the question. Should I go and, find another cave and get some more iron, or... should I do something else? Didn't I already get... Yeah, I got like 1 iron ingot from the desert temple. That's not a lot. So add what I got to what I have. Add what, I just came... Wait a minute. Yeah, I just came up from there. But that might be like the only cave. And that cave does not go deep at all. And at least for this, I don't want to... For this desert survival, I don't want to leave the desert biome. So that kind of limits... I guess that kind of limits how many caves I'll find. So if I like go this way, you can see it starts like mixing with yeah, this way that all turns into like a mesa or mesa, whatever it's called. But yeah, it like limits. So one thing that kind of sucks about trying to do it, at least currently, what sucks about trying to do a desert survival is there's not much materials to use, and if that's a village over there, that's not, if that even is a village, it just looks like, it looks like it might be a village, but it looks like it's still in the desert. So I'm not gonna, it's not even, yeah, it's not even a village, it's freaking lava. But yeah, there's not much like, there's like, I have a stone sword, and I think, let me Google real quick how much iron it takes. How much iron a full set of armor. So you need 24 iron ingots for a full set of armor and tools. So you need like, I need like 35, and so I have like 40, 41. I don't really care of my location right now. I'm just gonna smelt it here. I think I know how to build a furnace. Yeah, I know how to build a furnace. Get the furnace. I'm gonna break my crafting table. Actually, keep my crafting table, cause I'm gonna need it to craft the things. Alright, I'm just gonna let it smelt now. This is probably gonna take a decent amount of time, so I'll either talk or I'll shut up for this. Alright, so let's give it like 5 minutes. Yeah, 2 or 5 minutes for this to be done. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Just waiting for the iron to smelt. I'm gonna check real quick on if my 3 views in an hour. Yeah, so literally no one's tuned in to this stream. Sometimes I do streams and they only get views after. Yes, I'm probably just gonna craft my iron armor and tools or whatever, and then uh alright, 2 more iron left to smelt. Alright, I'm just gonna craft my armor and be done with this. Cause literally no one's watching anyway, so it's kind of pointless. Alright, helmet. Chest plate. boots. Then the leggings are just that. And then... Alright, iron armor. Now the fun part's the tools. So we need 1 stick, 2 iron. Get the sword. Put this sword back here. Some things I'm gonna throw away though. I don't need this. That can go. Just throw it in the water. I don't need that. I'm not gonna need terracotta, so these can go as well. Just filtering out things I won't need. Potatoes. I'm gonna get rid of the deep slate. Alright. Got the sword. Now if I remember correctly, for pickaxe, it's just... No, that's an axe again. Right, good pickaxe. Now we can actually craft an axe. 2 sticks. Then 1, 2, 3. Axe. So what is the recipe for a shovel? Would a shovel be like that? No, that's the recipe for a shovel. And then for a hoe, it's that. Get that out of the way. Then for a spear, I would assume it would be that. And I'm not even going to use a spear, but I'm just going to have it anyway. Yep, no one watched. If someone does end up watching this full stream after it's posted, thank you. But literally no one watched this, so bye.